Go.
Hi friends, it's your art teacher, Miss Barnett, and today we are learning the art of cutting with scissors. But we need to learn how to hold our scissors correctly, so we are going to say a poem together. Are you ready? Great. Make a handshake, say hello, 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 hello. Then the thumb goes in the little hole. We know, we know, we know. Next the fingers in the big hole, 2 or 3 we said. Then your finger is open wide. It's almost time to snip. Remember, we're not trying to rip. All right, friends, today to make our art of cutting project, you're going to need a couple of 8-inch strips. They're 8 inches long by 1.5 inches wide. You can use 3 or 4. You're going to need, a piece of colored construction paper 5 inches tall by 8 inches wide, and a piece of construction paper a different color than your other colors. A full sheet will do you really good. And then you'll need a pair of scissors and a glue stick. Let's get started. All right, friends, I have my scissors, I have my thumb in my small hole and my 2 fingers in my big hole. I'm holding them straight ahead, and when I'm ready to cut, I open them wide, and when I'm not ready to cut, I keep them closed. So the first thing we're going to practice together is cutting a square, and a square is a shape with 4 sides, and they're equal. So let's take our scissors and very gently open and close and open and close, and there is a square. Good job. You try. Great. Now let's cut a rectangle. So a rectangle is also a shape with 1, 2, 3, 4 sides, but 2 sides are much longer than the other sides. So let's go down a little bit further down my strip and cut a rectangle. Beautiful. Can you see the difference between the two of them? A square has 4 equal sides, and a rectangle has 2 short sides and 2 long sides. Good job. Let's try cutting a triangle. A triangle has 3 sides. So I might cut a diagonal line. Remember, a diagonal line goes from one side high or low, or low or high. I'm going to start in my corner and put it right there in the sharpest part of my scissors, corner to corner, keeping my fingers out of the way, and I'm going to cut a diagonal. Cool, a triangle. Let's see, could we cut another triangle? Let's cut down. Very cool. The other way I know how to cut a triangle is to make a square and then cut the square from this side to this side. You try making a few triangles. Excellent. Let's put these to the side and get another strip. Ooh, let's try cutting some lines in our strip. Oh wow, friends, we made a very interesting texture. We could also try cutting these lines from another direction. Wow, I made lots of tiny rectangles. Let's try that again. Whoa, so cool. Let's see if we can cut some long, thin strips. Opening my scissors and close. Good. And let's do another one. I want you to practice with your strips. So I have one more strip to cut and this big paper to cut. Why don't you try cutting different squares, rectangles, triangles, and different types of lines and see what we come up with. I'm going to speed up my video so you can follow along with me. All right, friends, I hope you took your time and you cut lots of different types of shapes with your paper. Very cool. Now we're going to take our black paper or a different colored background, and we're going to think like an artist and decide where we're going to put our shapes. I want you to, what were you going to be thinking about while you arrange your shapes? So there's a couple of things I definitely want you to do. I want you to make sure that one of your pieces touches the edge of your paper somewhere. I want you to make sure a shape touches another shape. And I want your shapes to overlap or one on top of the other in at least one place. Let's keep working until we feel like our picture is done. So remember, one shape goes to the edge of the paper, one shape is touching another paper, and another shape is on top of another shape. That looks pretty good to me. Now I'm going to use my glue stick like we did in the last lesson. Remember, we open it up just a little, not a lot. We start with the piece that we want in the furthest away from us that's touching the paper first. And then we go around all the edges nice and neat. Hold it down and count to 5. Help me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job. Then to put another paper on top, we just keep adding glue and gluing our pieces down and counting to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job. I'm going to speed up the video so you can watch me work. Remember, you're adding glue every time. You're counting to 5 and you're making sure one shape touches the edge of the paper, one shape touches another shape, and one is overlapping. Let's get started. All right, friends, I just finished my glue collage, my cut paper collage. I'm going to put the cap until it snaps back on my glue stick. I'm going to make sure my scissors are closed so they are safe for anyone that comes along. And I'm going to double check my paper and make sure all of my things are glued down nice and tight. I have at least one shape touching the edge of the paper. I have one place where it's overlapping, and I have one place where the shapes are touching another shape. I hope you have a lot of fun making your cut paper collage. I can't wait to see what you do, and I'll see you next time, friends. Bye!